Oh, hi there. So we got the power on, and as you can see, all the lights work and all the outlets work, and that makes me happy. Now, I was talking to some friends last night, and we were talking about, that I flip houses pretty quick. So this house here, if you remember, this is a Rockwell house, and it was a hoarder house, and it was, pretty nasty. 28 working days later, I know we had some hang-ups from the city and things, but 28 working days later, we're at this point. So it's beautiful. Now, obviously it's for sale, but the point of this story is that every time I buy a flip house, and I told them this last night, every time I buy a flip house, I know it's gonna leave scars on me. There's gonna be something at the end, I'm like, well, that'll never be the same, but it's worth it to me, okay? It's worth it to me because I think that I love taking something ugly and making it into something beautiful. And so that takes work, and it takes blood, and it takes sweat, and it takes, lack of sleep and all those things. And even though I know I'm gonna get hurt, it's gonna happen, I'm gonna bleed, it's still worth it to me because I can look past all that pain, and I know that on the other side of that, there's something good. Now, we were talking about the fact that bad company corrupts good morals, which is true. You start hanging out with bad people, eventually it's gonna rub off on you, and you're gonna become bad as well. And they're like, but you go to all kinds of bad places. I'm like, I do. I go to bars all the time. I don't drink because the Bible says to be in the world, but not of the world. To be innocent as doves, but as wise as serpents. And I know that I'm probably gonna get beat up a little bit when I go do these things, when I go in there. But if I see a burning building and I see that there's people in there, I know I might get burned a little bit, but I'm gonna go save some people. I'm gonna throw some people over my shoulder, and I just can't sit and watch them burn. I don't have that in me. And so I do go to places that are dangerous, especially to other people. It's not a temptation for me anymore. It's been a very long time, and so it's not a temptation. I just smash my face with a hammer as drink or do drugs again. And so all I see is like these poor people, I can do something to help them out. And so I go to these places. And, over time, something ugly turns into something beautiful. Because I work for a big God that does miracles, and he's in the business of doing amazing things in people's lives.